table talk.
It is
Table talk.
officially
We got bread,
table talk.
drinks,
Valentine's Day is upon us.
chocolates.
Hey, we're here.
Hey, I tell you something I did.
Let's hear it. You can
I
always
know we
tell
had a
us what you
Super
did.
Bowl Cherokee. We'll talk about that. But I watched Vendetta finally. You can get on Amazon Prime.
Yeah,
And so Renee was there and pointing me out. But
you saw yourself?
oh, yeah. So Bruce Willis was, it wasn't the beginning. It's kind of the end. But I was in the strip club scene. You see the stripper like dancing on me. So it was
Yeah.
kind of exciting because I knew all the actors because Clive was in it. And Clive's great, by the way. So he introduced all the actors, and Bruce Willis and Mike Tyson's in it. They all got shot. But I didn't care about all that.
Ron
How
Herbert
many
was in
people
it.
can say they were in a Bruce Willis movie? No, I mean,
Not
not
a
a lot,
lot,
right? So
yeah.
I was in a Bruce Willis movie.
I can't say that.
And if you, Amazon Prime, and if you go there, it's called Vendetta with Bruce Willis and Clive. And I'm telling you, it's not a bad movie, but I was in the movie.
What's it about?
Well, Vendetta, he basically, him and his daughter were out and they were getting robbed and they killed his daughter.
Spoiler.
And then after that, they killed his wife.
Spoiler. Does that happen? That happens at the beginning. I'm assuming.
Right, yeah. So what do you think happens? Why do they call it Vendetta?
It was the name of the strip club.
So, Clive was, he did Vikings.
Yeah.
Roll up. We're going to have him on. He's in Ireland right now with his lovely wife. We're going to have him on in March. She's coming
Nice.
here.
Yeah. You should come for the Ronnie Awards.
Maybe we'll make it right when he's here. We'll have to find out when he's here. That'd be a good idea. His wife's a good actress too. So, but long story short, I was just so excited
I
to
want
be
to watch
in
it. I got to see it.
I
Have
mean,
you seen Vendetta over there? We got fans in the audience today.
Nobody really. Nobody has. It's not like you wake up in the morning and say, "I'm going to watch Vendetta with Bruce Willis."
No, but at night you could say it. Maybe I'm about to go to bed. I'll watch Vendetta. Put on a
Right,
good movie.
and the thing about
Valentine's Day night, you watch it with your wife, girlfriend.
You have to kind of scroll
Significant other.
through and figure out because Clive was telling the producer make sure I'm in it. It's hard. But the funniest thing is I started at 9 and went to 9, and I'm like, they wanted to pay me. I didn't sign all that paperwork, but
Dude, how much are they going to pay?
I was like, Clive, you mind if I leave? I've been here 12 hours. But the extras, the other extras, they wanted to stay. They were like, hey, give me another 3 hours. So
well, they're in the strip club.
when they ran out, so when you see the scene when they ran out of the strip club, I would have probably been in that one too, but I left to go home. I was like, and have you ever been to that Ritz-Carlton in,
Atlanta?
no, it's outside Atlanta on the golf course, Reynolds Plantation?
No.
Oh my gosh, that's where I stayed. Oh, it was nice.
Wow.
I would recommend that place. So that was my exciting Saturday. Then I decided to go with I don't got too many friends left, man. It's bad.
That's not
Everybody's there.
true.
Well, I said, Renee, you want to go to Cherokee?
Cherokee. Go gambling.
went to
You
Cherokee.
went for the Super Bowl.
Oh my gosh,
How'd you do?
I won.
Yeah, so you took my advice and bet on the Eagles?
Yep, I knew
Yep.
when you said it was a lock.
Yeah.
That was
You didn't
mine.
even think about betting on the Chiefs when I said
No,
that.
I was joking the other day last week about it. I thought it would go under, but when I saw the line move to 51, I knew there was something up. It went from 48.5 to 51.
Yeah.
And I knew there was something going on there. That was a little trick. But you did a good job picking them. What do you
Yeah,
think?
well, I mean, the game itself wasn't great unless you're a Philadelphia fan, but the game was not exciting. I was, you get excited for the Super Bowl, right? You're like, you want to see a good game, especially if you don't have a dog in the fight, which I didn't. I was like, well, hopefully we'll see a good game. We'll see 38 to 37, last second touchdown pass, Hail Mary would be awesome. No, it was over in the second quarter. So we just kind of sat there. You kind of watched the commercials, which none really stood out to me. I didn't see any good ones that I remember. And then, the halftime show, which was, we'll have to talk about that. That was interesting. I'm not a big Kendrick Lamar fan, but the halftime show was pretty, especially what's come out after it, the Drake stuff and the diss. And it was pretty wild.
I'm trying to get the music off back here.
Yeah, you're good. But I thought the halftime show was pretty good. I would have personally liked to see. I'd like to see Lil Wayne in New Orleans.
Forget this. But what damn song are we listening to?
I don't know what's playing. It's hard to focus.
can't even-
Can you not? It's this might be Taylor Swift. Sounds like
I'm sorry to bother.
Sarah. It actually sounds like Sarah McLachlan.
I have no idea, but I'm sitting here listening. I don't know. I can't hear you. I'm listening to her. I'm like, it's Valentine. Maybe it's a Valentine's Day
yeah,
song.
it's your playlist for Valentine's Day.
So you're back to the game. You were like, go ahead.
Okay, so
Kendrick Lamar.
halftime show was pretty good. I personally, the game was in New Orleans. I wanted Lil Wayne or someone like that to be the halftime performer, but I guess Jay-Z or Apple or whoever runs the halftime show decided against that. But
I didn't watch one bit of that. I was at the craps table. I was at the
yeah,
blackjack
so
table.
the game wasn't great, but I'm sure Philadelphia fans really loved it. But Cherokee, sounds like you had a good.
No,
what's your strategy? What's your strategy on blackjack?
Well, first thing, this is a funny story. So I've Resorts World asked me to come, Bellagio, Aria. They give a suite. They give me, these tickets to the game where you can watch it in the ballroom, right? I call up Cherokee. I'm like, hey, I'm Ron Herbert. I think I'm somebody. I'm not. I'm with Table Talk. That didn't work.
That's all you had to say.
But long story short, I told them, and they said, well, you can buy tickets to the event for $200, $150 or $200. I said, well, okay, I'll buy 3 tickets to the event then, because I thought Mike Tuttle was coming. And so we were in this ballroom. Did you see it on Instagram? It was so funny.
Yeah.
It was. I think I was the youngest person there.
It was like a stadium or something.
It was like, the problem sitting in the box, the TV was pretty far away. I mean, not far, but far enough. But it was.
So that's where you watch the game. So at halftime, you go downstairs.
Well, it was 24. I was like, this is. I mean, literally, I hate to say it, but it wasn't that. It was good for a lot of people that lived in Cherokee. It was Cherokee people. I'm used to Vegas where they'd say the stripper walks by. You're at the table. You got some action. You're looking around. Wow, I'm sitting here and I'm like, holy shit, I'm in it.
Right. Yeah.
So
I haven't been to Cherokee,
but it was fun. We went down. I was winning. My strategy at blackjack is to win. And,
that's a good one. I like that.
But I do think positive vibes. I hate people. Like the guy next to me kept losing things. He kept going, you're not going to win a hand if you can't win. I know you got a 12.
Yeah.
But now you got to think, man. You can't think I'm going to get a jack.
Yeah.
You got to think, what do I need to keep me playing?
Right.
So which would be a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right?
Yeah.
And once I got through him for a little bit, then I had to put money on his pal.
Oh God.
To like help him out.
Yeah.
And I would win. But I did say when it was 2 in a row, I said, oh man, I don't know if you can win 3 in a row. See, that was negative, and he didn't win it.
Yeah.
So I think positive vibes mean a lot.
Yep.
And a lot of times I play the strategy. I'll put $10 down, then I play 2, 20 the next bet. 4 times my original bet is $40, and then 10 times $100.
Okay.
So then once that hits, and I go back to 10 or 20.
So you started all over.
Yeah.
Because
So
you're talking house money at that point.
Huh? Yeah,
Talking
you got
house
house money. And I did that a few times.
Yeah.
I'd say more than a few times. It was a really good trip. Renee got a good tip
Yeah, I would imagine.
for helping me out. And I mean, the only thing is if you ever get a scooter, because I hurt my knee for a little bit, so I'm not walking as good as a scooter. But the only thing she did wrong, forgot to bring the charger.
For the scooter?
Yeah, eventually that thing goes down low, right?
Yeah, put it in neutral.
Now this is how bad it is when you have a bad knee. Like, okay, I'll rent one of those. So I had 2 scooters outside of my room, not one. So if you came up, then finally I was like, I get a little, I don't know, not embarrassed, but I was like, oh.
Well, don't you just have a charger for
Well,
your
I
scooter?
put the other scooter in the room.
Okay.
Well, no, because those scooters there didn't have the charger. So you have a charger, she just forgot it.
Gas powered?
But then I was like, I'm going to put one inside the room because I don't want to look like we have like old arm. It's funny. But
you and Renee could have just rode them around,
Well, that last time I had Rochelle,
scooting in boots.
the porn star in Vegas, oh, man. She was riding around my cart. It was a fun time.
Yeah, well, remember we talked about
And
that.
I didn't
Table
get
talk
to,
after
I
hours.
didn't get to watch Kendrick Lamar. I don't know. I mean, it was so bad. I didn't that's funny you say that about Lil Wayne. I'd probably watch him, but
Yeah.
I don't know why I don't know Kendrick Lamar. Like I didn't really get excited about it.
Yeah, I mean, he's relevant, but I just thought there would be, they would pay homage to New Orleans and have
And if
Lil Wayne
anybody
and Cash
bet
Money.
that Taylor Swift was going to get engaged, it was the stupidest person in the world, right? Come on, man. He's not that dumb. I say that
With all due
but
respect.
I've known people that have got engaged on my mom's birthday, so I think that you always think of that event, or married. I mean, that's a big thing. If you say when you got engaged, you broke up. Every Super Bowl, you'd have to think about the damn girl.
Yeah, that's true. But
I would marry.
They might not.
I mean, Taylor
may
Swift
be retiring.
she may come on the show sometime for me, Taylor, if you're listening.
She's next. I think next
Pepper,
week.
still waiting for him.
Yeah, he hadn't got back to us.
I think Taylor would marry me. I think I'd make her laugh.
Yeah, you definitely would make her laugh. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd make her laugh. I don't know about any more than that, but I would take her $1 billion. It'd be a really good gift.
She'd make you sign a prenup, probably.
You think she'd get a good gift?
Yeah. Would she get you a good gift?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm trying to think. I got to figure out who's getting gifts.
Well, speaking of Valentine's Day is coming. You did it big for Christmas, right? So you got all your, friends and associates, nice presents.
They're starting to drop off. I don't have.
So what are you doing for Valentine's? Who are you getting gifts for?
I don't. You know what? 1-800-GIFTRON.com.
Amazon.
I got some new people in the list. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. I just don't have the list right now to do that. It might save me some money. I might just take Renee and Sherry like a Galentine. Maybe take them out to eat. Maybe come here and
take them to Cherokee and go gambling.
No, you know what? I can't. I don't know if I do Cherokee. Cherokee's great, but I don't know. It's a little different. There are a lot of people in Cherokee when the people leave that were there. They're there to make money. And I don't like gambling with people that want to make money in a different way. Gambling for your
they're
paycheck.
desperate to make cash.
One guy walked off late when all the real Super Bowl people left. He was so pissed he lost. I'm like, dude, you shouldn't be gambling if you don't have the money to gamble.
That's right. Yeah. But people fall into that trap. We witnessed that in New Orleans, I think, recently when this guy was struggling. He was like, man, I'm down $8,000. I gotta make it all up here. I gotta make it up. He said at the blackjack table. Chris remembers this. No, Chris was with
Are you
us.
sure it wasn't Chris?
Yeah, and he's like, I never played black. I think he was bullshitting us a little bit, but he's like, I never played house. So what do? You just gotta get 21. And then he sits down, just starts losing, and then we're like, all right, He got up to go get more cash out. You feel bad for those guys, but I don't know. He might have been full of it, honestly. But Valentine's Day, so you've got a long list of people you got to get presents for coming up.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm hoping they get me something.
Yeah, well, we brought you gifts today.
Yeah. What you got? We got chocolate covered strawberry.
So
We got
you
these cookies.
Yeah, we got
These
cookies.
I don't know where Chris got them from. What do you think?
Harris Teeter would be my guess.
Harris Teeter.
Where?
Hey, there's
Whole Foods.
Emily,
Oh,
real
they're Whole
quick.
Foods.
Come on in
Oh,
here
that's
for a second.
okay. That's nice.
Grab that headset and make sure you know we're on live.
Okay, I'll remember.
I mean,
Yeah,
we don't want you
remember
to
live.
say anything I wouldn't have said.
Because we're like four.
We have
four bleeps in.
I just called Taylor Swift to see if she'd get on the show, but she didn't answer.
Yeah, she'll call you back.
Yeah.
She's probably busy.
Well, Emily, so you know, it's worked for us for.
All right, let's not eat into the mic.
Wow.
All right.
So, tell us a little about yourself.
Ooh, I've been
You didn't know you were going to do this as interrogation.
I mean, you worked for Red Rocks for how long?
almost 12 years.
There you go.
Hold on one second. I got you here. Yeah, go ahead.
wanna ask
You're
any
good
questions?
now. You're good.
Almost 12 years.
And you can see Chris Scott in the background now.
There you go.
Hey, Chris.
He's
See, because
working.
the camera went on her, now you're in the back.
Can you move, Chris? Emily makes the picture. No, I'm joking, Chris. I'm joking.
He wants to get out of there anyway.
Hey, there you go. Yeah. So, Emily, what do you got? Bar extraordinaire. What drinks you got for Valentine's Day?
All right, so last year, remember I did the stages of relationship theme?
Yes.
It was like
yes.
situationship, true love. Now it's things said on a first date.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So this one right here
Are you
is
paying?
really good.
What is it?
It's called Are
It's
You
got
Paying?
Crown Apple.
Bring it over here, Chris. Michael. Chris, you want a drink?
I won't drink that one.
This one's called Coming On Too Strong.
Yeah.
Well, what's in that one?
Crown Apple, blackberry, cranberry.
Oh my gosh, sounds so good.
It is really good. This one right here is We Should Do This Again Sometime.
Yep.
Yep. It's got Kettle One. It's a little bit fruitier, a little lighter.
That one there was. I've done that before. We should do it again one time, but
Coming on too strong.
And then you never spoke to her again.
I feel like I've done a lot, but I'm by myself again. So I might. They're
Maybe
doing
don't come on too strong.
Right?
Or-
Maybe they're like, no way. I'm not going out with the Red Rocks Rum. No way.
They heard about you. And then this one right here is Walk Me to My Door.
No.
And it's
Yeah.
pretty much just a cinnamon old fashioned.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do we have one that we like, stumble me to the door? It might be a lot easier for me. You like what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
really get them cropped.
Wheel me to my door.
Maybe we should rename
Scooter
this
me-
things
scooter me to my
Ron
door?
says
Yeah.
on a first date.
Scooter
That's why
me to
I'm
my
by
door.
myself.
Yeah.
But we could bring them to the hot tub. Maybe one drink. You know,
Yeah.
like, bowl.
Yeah.
Bring to the hot tub drink. Maybe something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, you could drink those in the hot tub.
So, what else we doing for Red Rocks? What else we doing? Anything else? We're doing a menu, right?
Yeah. Got a lot of stuff on that menu.
It's Friday night too. It's going to be.
We got Wagyu. That Wagyu. People are like, you pay. We have the same Wagyu as anybody else,
Yeah.
and you pay a lot less for it. So, the Wagyu is really good. I know that's on the menu.
We had that. I've had that recently. It was really good.
Are we doing halibut piccata? Mm-hmm. That shit. That shit's good, man. I'm right now. If you want to eat some,
Well, you guys are probably booked out for Friday, right?
I think we have 800 reservations right now.
yeah,
Wow.
just under like 760 something.
Yeah, maybe 1,000.
Nice. Yeah.
I always try to-
1,000 by. Well, you have 1,000 by.
Yeah.
It feels like 1,000.
Yeah.
We're going
I'm
to
sure.
get a lot of people late. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yes.
people that we know what they do.
Yeah.
They try to call other places. And then guess what? Emily has to deal with that damn text at 6:30. Like, you know, oh, Bob and Lisa want a table with.
I got one today.
Yeah.
You texted me one today.
Who
Yeah.
Oh, let's
It
put them
was
on blast.
Bo Tamplin's. He used to
Yeah.
work here. Bo Tamplin's mother and dad wanted to come.
These
I
are
don't
the
know why they-
procrastinators who wait until the last minute to book it.
All right,
Oh
what are
yeah,
you
that's
doing?
why we get a lot of walk-ins.
Yeah, I already did it.
Where at?
We went to Dean's uptown.
Dean Steakhouse,
Yeah.
Italian, yeah.
Yeah, but we stayed. But see,
somebody's working there.
we stayed at the Marriott there. So we stayed the night. We had a little staycation. Stayed the night, went down, ate Dean's, and then left. the
I'm
next
telling this year.
Yeah, that's what we did. Because I'm not going to be. I'm going to Florida tomorrow for the weekend, so
Oh,
I won't
you
be here.
already
I'm
did.
going on a golf trip, so I had to handle it before.
How can you go
I'm
on
a
a
genius.
golf trip? That's another topic.
Yeah. It's,
So
so
Valentine's Day, it's like
So
the
listen.
guy. Listen to this, Emily. I heard this on Instagram today. The
it wasn't
guy
easy, Ron.
Bought his wife. His wife bought the guy Super Bowl tickets, and he said he wanted to take his best friend, right, or a friend, whatever. Well, no, this is Instagram.
Yeah.
But he didn't take his best friend. I guess on the jumbotron, it'd have him with some girl, and he gave her a kiss.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, so he got busted.
Yeah, that might not be a true story though.
I don't.
You really can't believe anything
Yeah,
you
I
see
mean,
on
that's-
Instagram. However,
sounds made up.
I have no doubt it's happened
Yeah.
before.
No, I mean, I'll probably, I would, I'm not saying anything.
I just thought the
But
wife
how
would
did-
be like, I thought I'm your best friend.
But
Why are you taking me?
Why would you go on a golf trip?
All right. So we had to book this literally last year. So we're going to Tampa, right outside Tampa. It's called Cabot Citrus Farms, and it books out like a year in advance. So 3 of my buddies were like, "Hey, we're gonna book this. Let's do it," And then they're like, "It's the weekend of the 12th of February," and I was like, "That's Valentine's Day." I was like, "Did you guys talk to your wives yet? Because I don't know if that's gonna fly," And they're like, "Yeah, it's fine. It's the only weekend available." So we had to book it last May. So I had about a year, a little less than a year, to kind of prep my wife for it. Valentine's Day. So we did it this weekend. It's handled, and we're good. And now I'm leaving tomorrow.
Maybe buy her a shirt from them.
Yeah,
Hat.
maybe, yeah. She might. I don't think she'll wear that, but like we went.
Yeah, I know. I get a
we
lot of
did.
shit on
We did this. We did it all. Like we went to the mall on Saturday. We went to dinner. So
And it's
got-
less busy.
yes,
You
it was
got-
way less busy.
Yeah,
it was nice.
You
Just
guys
get it
all-
over with.
We always come here, so we appreciate that too.
Yep.
Well, but speaking of your wife, she made us some bread.
Sourdough.
Sour. Do you want to taste it, Emily, for us?
Sure.
Yeah. How about it?
How about it? So, hey, Chris, you want to taste the sourdough, please?
He already had some.
I know. We need to break some bread together.
Yeah.
Come
Let's
on.
break bread.
Let's break
Don't
bread.
shut that, Ron. Don't shut that.
I won't. Okay, we're going to break bread. Wow.
All right. Now we need some wine.
Yeah.
We need some wine and bread. This is what you do.
Where's your bread at? You got to take a piece.
I already had some.
Where we go?
Are we having communion here? Where are we going?
Is your mom looking, or is your wife looking for a job? Because
That's good, right?
I'll pay for the sourdough.
All right. Deal.
Oh,
let's see.
wow. Right, you got to have a piece of this.
Brent did.
Oh, you did? Oh, yeah. Well, I like people to keep their word. So your wife's good. She said she'd make me some.
And there you go. You have it.
Because you had a birthday party that we catered.
Yeah, it was delicious.
Yeah.
We ate that food for like 4 days after. So we had a lot. Yeah. And everyone, I think I told you this already. Everyone there was like, "Where's this food from? Where's this?" We're like, "Red Rocks, locally owned."
I thought they were
Right
going
around
to
the
say,
corner.
where's Ron? You know what I mean? What's going on?
And then they're
with
like,
Ron?
"Well, where is Ron?" I was like, "He's coming here shortly."
So what do you think the biggest weekend of the year is? I think you're good now, Em.
It was at the Hornets game, by the way.
Oh, I know where he was. Yeah, yeah. And he said he was coming by the next day.
By the way, I missed the Hornets game.
Change
I
the
cannot
subject.
believe it, San Antonio. I missed the damn game, the Spurs. So my friend goes, "Hey, there's nobody sitting in the seats." And we
Oh, you had the tickets?
to Wembyana. I thought I didn't. I didn't have my wallet. And damn, I was so mad because I wanted to see that game.
Man,
They beat him.
yeah, they
Yeah,
won.
yeah. You were at the Denver game because the Nuggets are your team.
I'm from Colorado.
Oh, really?
So I got to see my fellow Balkan boy.
He's got really good
Jokic.
seats for the Hornets games, right next to the Nuggets bench.
I'll take those
I don't-
seats over, my yearly bonus any day.
They already played them though. They're gonna come next
They're
year.
not
You gonna
coming
get 'em
back
next
till
year or
next
not?
year.
What's the deal?
I don't know. I don't know if I want to watch.
The Hornets called me up for real. The guy said,
Oh, they're blowing everyone up.
Well, they're trying to charge double or not? What's the? Are they?
I don't know if it was double, but it was like 30%.
Yeah, the guy scared me.
You're like, you gotta win 30%
Oh,
more games.
or you're going to go up a little bit, and I'm like, well, no shit. I mean, everything goes up. So if it goes up a little bit, 30, I'll take him.
Yeah.
If it goes up 50% to 100, I don't know.
Well, if they start winning 100% more games, then maybe.
Right.
You know.
Better start making some smart trades if they
Yeah.
want to do that.
Well, thanks for the drinks. I appreciate it.
thank
Absolutely.
you.
Yeah, thank
Thanks,
you,
guys.
Emily.
We'll give it a taste test here in a minute.
Actually, we're going to talk about something going
that
on.
one's my favorite.
Yeah.
Something going on. What's that called again?
That one's Walk Me to My Door.
And I want to compliment you guys on your ice cubes here for your old fashioned.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So, Daytona, which you probably don't know, is Daytona 500. You're
Oh.
golfing.
Yeah, I won't be watching it, but I mean, I might be actually because it's
Who
on
do you
Sunday.
root for? Do you root for Denny or
Yeah,
you
Denny, Denny.
I didn't know because you sponsored.
No, I don't really watch NASCARs, and I never have. But now that I have somewhat of a slight interest, I'll cheer for Denny every time. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a favorite driver, but if Denny's racing, then I'm going for Denny.
I like that. I mean, you asked me earlier a question. I always do. Charlie and I, but it's really Charlie. Last year's Let's Fucking Go, Denny Hamlin, or we make themes every year.
Yeah.
So the Ohio State won the national championship. If you didn't know.
No, did they really?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
wow.
they had a thing
Congrats, Ohio State.
against the world. So I always do 11 against the world. I think we should do 11 ATW.
Oh, all right. I like that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Theming off that. But that's Charlie's. Usually I have to go through him.
Yeah. Well, I like that one. That's a good one.
But hopefully he'll win. I mean, it's a tough race to win. I always want to go down. Daytona's a really, not a good town. Like you can't really. It's old. It's probably a good town, but it's an older town. Been there forever, but it's not really the best one.
Did they recently regulate college parties around there or something? Because is that near Panama City Beach? Oh God. All right, I'll just Google it.
No, it's near. It's not. Where are you? Are you kidding me?
Where am I
Do
thinking?
you even know this IQ test you're gonna take, Spat?
Well, that's a geography test.
Brett, do you think Panama City's close to Daytona Beach?
Maybe I'm thinking of Talladega.
No, maybe.
Yeah, I think I'm thinking of Talladega.
Yeah, that might be closer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm thinking Talladega.
I'm much closer to Melbourne. Then it goes further south than that.
Okay.
You just go straight down. Jacksonville, something, Daytona. I think it's
Yeah,
Melbourne,
it's not Talladega
Jupiter.
either. I don't
You
know
go all the way
I'm
down.
thinking of something else.
But you're going to be in Tampa. And by the way,
I'm going to Tampa for golf. Yeah.
you go to the casino in Tampa? That's nice.
Well, we're only going for Tampa for a night. Like we're flying to Tampa, and then the actual golf resort is 30 minutes east. So we're gonna leave Tampa the next morning.
Clearwater? Near Clearwater or something?
No. It's called Cabot Citrus Farms, and it's in Brooksville, Florida.
Oh, wow. I haven't been there.
I'm about to tear that course up.
Danny and them are golfing the Grove today.
Yeah, I know. I saw Nate Brown yesterday. He was saying that.
Yeah, I got Denny all the way. I'm actually, Chris will like this, but I'm betting. I bet. Hopefully, we'll find out, and let's see how he's doing. I mean, but he said he was going to win it, so I obviously, took some action on it. So we're going to find out. Let's see where he's at. the leaderboard. Look at that. Isn't that cool? You can do that right here. You go here and you go.
What time? What time's the race? Oh, you're talking.
Yeah, the golf
The
thing
Grove.
today. The Grove. I bet now. Let's see. I'll tell you who's winning right now. So, MW. Honda's still up there. You know what happens is with this thing is
Pretty good.
you play by your handicap.
Yeah.
So Suggs looks like he's playing good. I have Denny, and Denny has 10 points after 7 holes. So he's minus 20. He's doing okay. He's coming. It looks like Goody's playing horrible. Hirschfeld's not playing good. Big Bear I bet against. He has 3 points.
That's good to know.
So
there you go.
Yeah, you can put some action on it, but I have a bunch of action on it. And we'll see what happens. I have Denny to win, which is big. We still got to do the Ronnie Awards. We haven't talked about that in a while. We got to figure that out.
Well, we need to come up with categories, which I think we have a sheet going.
What categories would you add? Like,
I'd have to go back and look. I mean, I think you got.
Which one would you add though? Like, if you had best what? We told the worst better was Chris Scott. We know that, right? We got that down. Yeah. Best parlay guy might be Chris Scott though. Like worst better.
Yeah.
Because you got to bet everything, and you bet everything, you're going to lose.
You could do like best menu item, like whose name has the best.
Yeah, there you go.
The best, the most loved feature or food.
Yeah, you can bet that. I mean, not bet that. Jesus,
Vote on that.
Vote on that. We're going to do the. Who's your favorite actor?
Yes.
Clive would probably be right
I
up
think
there.
you're running away with that one.
Clive is.
No, you.
I can't give it to myself, but.
No.
But I do think we have I'm thinking about having the restaurants there too, like Bar Taco, and have them bring some tacos so we get free food, and have the Ease people come over for some sushi.
And Kilwins, by the way, shout out to
Kilwins,
Kilwins because you got some chocolate covered strawberries. Very
right,
good.
we'll get him over there talking. I think we can make it. Who has the best chocolate covered strawberries in Burkdale?
Yes.
There's only one place that has them, so they win.
Who's got the best frozen yogurt?
But
TCBY.
I think what about talk about Hoop Group a little bit because. Let's go there. Cush we're going to be sponsoring his team. What's his name of his team? Wolf of Wall Street or something?
I think so. Yeah, the Wolves of Wall Street.
Well, not that. The Ball Street or something.
Did he come out and announce it yet? I don't know if he announced it.
I don't know if he announced. He's got some team, but I'm buying the shirts, and I think when I buy the shirts, then we'll put Table Talk on it. So it'll be your first sponsorship, even though you're in the league.
Yeah, it's conflict of interest. I mean, I'll cheer for him. He'll be my second favorite team.
But, Michael does his shirts, so we're going to do shirts for that, and we're going to have our team. And I saw a trade go down. They say, I am Cush.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a hat, and Cush is Ron. But I think Charlie's the funniest one. He's not a captain. I mean, he screws with me about helping Cush. He's not a captain.
Right.
He's on the captain's chat.
Yeah.
How can you screw with me about helping Cush if he's helping Denny, right?
Yeah, I mean, because he's going to play on Denny's team, right? Because Denny's going to take him first.
But I just want to know your true feelings about this. Why are you letting anybody on the? Well, I love that bread. I was trying to get some honey and.
I don't let anyone on that chat.
Hand me a piece of bread and honey. Yeah, let's try that. I'm kind of interested combo.
That's
any piece.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a Art Van Wingerden question. I think Art let him on the captain's chat. So
yeah, but what I'm saying is you can't if you're not a captain, how can you be on a captain's chat? I mean, Chris
that's a good
Scott,
question.
I mean, we asked anybody in the audience if you're a captain,
you
should be on the captain's chat. If you're not, you shouldn't be.
We should poll the audience right now.
I mean, my point is, and then he gives Cush because I did help him. I said, look, we have to. I think, in my opinion, as a sponsor, now I have a little bit more invested. I think sponsors do have. He who has the gold rules. A lot of times. You ever heard that, Chris? Yeah. He who has the gold rules, right?
Right.
So I got the gold right now.
I got the gold.
And I'm buying a team, basically.
Yeah.
And, I won Chris Davis.
You mean Cush? Cush wants Chris.
Cush does. but I am Cush and I am Ronnie. But I think.
And Cush is Ron.
And I'm going to do another one. Charlie's going to wear one. I am Day H. And
Cush just needs a hat that says Ron. You just need a hat that says Cush.
Yeah, just do that.
Yeah, just Cush and Ron. And then you guys just wear different hats. Yeah.
Don't even have to put I am.
Yeah, it just says, Kush is walking around with a hat that says Ron.
Or I should do Denny should wear Charlie,
Yeah.
and Charlie should wear Denny.
Yep. I
like
like
that.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Settled.
everybody else should get their real name on it, too.
Yeah. Everyone has their own name.
Oh, what's that? Yeah, I'm telling you, I shouldn't eat on TV. Damn, it's good.
I wanted to ask you though. We're gonna switch subjects here. What happened with that meeting out here at Burkdale about Burkdale?
Oh, wow, Burkdale. It went good. They, I don't know what they're going to do. Putting a hotel and everything. The neighbors went crazy again. I was going to go. I mean, I was going to crutch on down and give a speech, but now I'm like, if I go, these people are going to hate me because I have a different view. It's like being a Democrat, Republican. It's two different views. My view is economic development helps with the parking decks behind here and there, but then the hotel, the new apartments, and then the office space. But how many other restaurants are they going to put in? That's the question.
Was that part of the plan?
I think they're going to put more in that new space, some of these new spaces.
So it'll have right where the parking lot right across from Dick's and Apple. They're going to.
No, that'd be a hotel.
That would be the hotel.
Underground parking.
Underground parking. Then you've got across where Dick's is. You're going to build that up and have like apartments.
Yes.
And above Apple.
Nobody's allowed to be above Apple.
Okay, that's right. That's part of their brand.
Yeah, I didn't know that because I always thought they should go to Fox and Hounds, but they're not allowed to have anybody above it.
And then that's it. That's
And
what
then the office building will be where Barnes and Nobles is.
Okay.
With
Above.
With retail down below. Now, how many more restaurants? I think restaurants hurt parking because you have more people. If you go to, what's that furniture store now? Williams Snow, Air House, whatever. I think it's Air something.
Oh, Restoration Hardware.
No, the one down the street here.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, I think, they have 10,000 square feet. They probably have 10 employees working right now.
Wait, where is it?
Next to Williams Snow. But Chris, you know what it's called? You got a computer. I can't get on my because I'm on this.
You're talking about it's a furniture store?
Yeah, it's really good. It's a posh store. It's like RH. They compete with RH.
I don't know. So what are you saying though? I'll find it.
It's 10,000 square feet. They have 10 employees working. You go over there in North Italia.
Yeah.
You got 10,000 square feet, 9871. They have maybe 10 cooks, 20 cooks, 10 servers, maybe 15. Just on one shift, they might have 50 people working.
You're not
So
talking
that's 50 cars.
It's Joseph A. Banks over there.
No, it's next to that.
Midwood Smokehouse.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
It's not on the new map. It's here in Burkdale. Look for shops at Burkdale. I mean, either way, it's called Air. It's a very. You guys wouldn't shop there, obviously. It's for the elite of Lake Norman. I mean, it's not really for. I mean, if you're betting $5 on DraftKings, you probably wouldn't go there.
Yeah, well, we're not getting taxed like you.
I like eating on the show.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn your thing down.
And by the way, did you notice my new jacket?
I did. What is that?
Montclair.
Wow. Man, you go to Cherokee for a weekend, you come back with a new Montclair.
Huh?
Row house? Row house.
Yeah.
What is it?
Air House. Yeah. A high-end store. It's really good. I mean,
All right. So what's the next steps there then? They're gonna vote
have
on
a
it.
vote soon. I'm having a meeting. I need to call her again. I want to meet with the mayor and the planning committee.
Can we have the mayor on?
I'll ask her. I don't think she would, but I can ask.
Well, this is a local show. We do local news
I
and
totally
sports
agree.
bets.
Yeah,
Local news and sports bets.
You know what? You always have good ideas. That's why you're here. I'm going to call her today and ask her.
Should ask her. She'll come on and tell us a little bit about the development in the city. People want to know.
Yeah.
And it's not, we're not going to grill her because obviously I
They
don't
probably
know.
are on, what's his name? Justin's show.
Yeah, so we can just ask some questions because I'm interested.
She's been on, Justin, the guy that helped us out with the podcast.
Yeah.
Originally.
Yep.
And then quit.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I
He just
remember.
quit on me.
Yeah,
Us.
he did.
I'm sad about it, actually. I like him.
I know. I'm sorry.
I know. It's kind of hurt
I
my
didn't really know
feelings.
him that
I like
well,
the
but-
guy a lot.
He helped us get started, but we got Brent now.
Right. Brent's better. I mean, well, no, he
Clip
has
that.
200,000 people. I listen to his show. They have a lot of local community. You need what's it called? No, I gotta get what's called.
He listens to it, but what's it called?
But he has a lot of local leaders on. But I'm going to ask him why not.
Yeah, we should.
So that's going to be coming up, and then the Red Rocks this weekend's going to be busy.
Yeah, so if you
Hooper,
haven't
we
got your
talked
reservations yet, you might be SOL, honestly.
You know, I saw something last night. I was thinking about you. Wow, that sounded really weird.
It was
but
yesterday afternoon.
Carolina was on basketball. What's going on?
Yeah. So there's a lot of issues there. And I don't know, like it's hard to say. Number one, they don't have a center, a big guy at all. I think they're falling behind the transfer portal stuff and paying their players, which they just gave Belichick all that money to go fix the football program. So they probably should invest some into the basketball team. They're not getting the prospects. They're not getting the transfers. The portal's just throwing everything off. And then,
SEC, man.
I know.
They got all the money.
I'm just not sure that I don't know. Like Hubert Davis as the coach is kind of making me a little bit like you watch them play and you're like, what are they doing? Like, what offense is this? You got R.J. Davis who's been there for 12 years, dribbling around. Then he just shoots it. Then there's no one down low
Sounds
to
like
rebound.
Nate.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. It's bad. And I turned on the game last night. They were down 18. I just turned it off. And they're playing Clemson. I know Clemson's
I
good.
got a Belichick story.
Oh, let's hear it.
He went up to my friend who's a football player, used to be, we won't mention names, basketball player. And he said to
Football
him-
and basketball player?
No, he was a center. We'll just leave it that way. You were
Okay.
there. You watch football. But we just don't want to tell the story. I don't know if I can tell the story. So it's just, I'm telling the story with
I'll just wait.
anonymous.
Okay.
But he walked up to him and said, hey, he was with his girlfriend. And he said, how
Belichick
you doing,
was?
Bill Belichick? He said, good. You know, Bill, whatever. And he goes, they call me Bill Heels.
Okay.
They said the Tar Heels. Bill Heels.
I also have heard him call himself, not himself, I should say, nickname Chapel Bill.
Maybe was that what it was?
Chapel Bill.
Oh, it was Chapel Bill.
Maybe that's what you're
He
thinking
said that, Chapel Bill. Like,
Chapel
ooh.
Bill.
If I had his girlfriend at his age, I wouldn't mind that at all. It's fine.
Yeah.
He can call himself anything he wants.
She might be a student at Carolina now, I think, actually. I think she just enrolled in like the graduate program or something.
I mean, nobody wants to talk about it, but
Hey, look, Carolina, they've got a decision to make after this season. They either got to find a new coach
Yep.
or they got to start paying their players. I don't know how all that works. It's a whole new world, and you're having to pay players in the transfer portal. And then, they've had a couple guys who almost committed, but they got more money from, like, Alabama or SEC schools. And, I mean, I guess it's the way of the world now. It's kind of a pain in the ass. I'm not a big fan of it. Like, I used to love when people committed, like, players committed to a school in high
No
school.
doubts.
And then they were there for 3, 4 years, 2 years. And you got these guys now who've played on, like, 3 different teams in 3 years. It's just, it's weird.
well, it's like I mean, back to Hooper, so stupid. I mean, it's another little league, but then he's offering courtside seats for a draft pick, right? Like,
Yeah.
would you trade your Golden State courtside seats for somebody's first pick? And they did it. That's how it's going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The
I don't know.
money can buy gold rules. So, that Duke quarterback, again, from Tulane,
Yeah.
I think they're paying him $8 million, $4 million each year. That's stupid money. Who's not going to turn that down at $4 million a year?
Who's, like...
Is it going to hurt the NFL a little bit?
I need to ask people who are in the know, like who's coming up with this money? Is it all boosters or like, all right, here's our money for this year?
Nate's the guy.
Yeah, and it's like, so let's say you invested all this money into a team and they sucked, and it's like, oh, your money's gone. What did I get out of that? What's your return?
Well, part of the problem is what I'm hearing from Nate and other people is they're not giving it to the school anymore to build the buildings. They're giving it to the players. So now they have to have a collective. So all these schools now are hiring a general manager like a
Yeah, Carolina's doing that now.
yeah, you have to have a general manager to manage the money.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm surprised you're not, giving them, $1 million or $2 million.
I mean,
They told Michigan they'd give the guy $4 million or $3 million. For
right.
the
So,
quarterback.
but okay. So let's say he gives him his $4 million. The dude sucks. They go
That's the
they go
problem.
7-5, and then it's like,
That's the problem.
Now I'm out $4 million. What was the point of that? What did that get me? That's what.
Well, what
that's
did it
I
get
don't-
you when you drafted a player in basketball? A lot of times it doesn't get you anything.
Yeah, but that's the franchise that's paying them. Like they're going to these boosters and saying, from what I understand, like I don't know, I could be wrong, boosters give us money, and then we're going to pay the players.
Yeah, you know, Mark.
And then they got to do it again the next year, and the next year, and the next year.
You know your father-in-law, if he liked the school when he won, he'd buy the guy. I mean, he helped guys in racing sponsorship. I think that helps too.
Yeah.
So if you had a guy, like give an example, SoCal marketing, it'd almost be advantageous to get a guy from North Carolina, give him $100,000 or something, you know, to be your guy. Like I wanted to give a guy Davidson, as if you're listening, Davidson
Offers
or
on the table.
I don't want the best guy. I want the guy on the end of the bench.
That goes to the
And
parties.
I want him to say, man, Red Rocks, let's go over there after the game because
Yeah.
I want the magnet guy, not the. I want the guy that said, they used to come in here. Jason, he played in Europe, and all those guys used to come and see me after games, right? And you know, technically, I'm not. And Bob McKillop used to come in with all the players, and at the time, I used to tell all the players, you know, and a lot of players from Davidson, by the way, their families are. It's not like normal people. Their dad's like the president of IBM. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
But I'm telling the kids, Bob would always go, hey, make sure they know they get free dry cleaning. So I'd go to the kid at the thing and go, listen, just so you know, they wash your clothes at Davidson. Well, that's a big perk. And you go to college, right?
Yeah, I went to college. I was
And
president
did
of my quad.
Who did your laundry?
Me.
Right, because can you imagine if you're a college kid and I'm doing my laundry? That's a big deal
Yeah.
in college.
Yeah, it is.
Or you got to find
think that would be
if
a
you
good-
find a ho, then you can get them to do it.
Santa Claus might. Yeah, you might. Oh, yeah. But I would say
I think I've had a few ho-hos.
yeah, those are good
You
candies.
can tell at my age I'm not married, so that didn't
Those are
really work
good.
out. I mean,
They got tired of doing your laundry.
yeah.
But I do think, to your point, that's a good way to go about it. You get the guy on the bench who's like a walk-on, goes to all the parties, wears his Red Rocks shirt to all the parties.
Right.
All the girls are like, oh, Red
You
Rocks.
want the cush of the league.
Yeah.
You want the cush. You
Cush.
don't want Charlie. Charlie be trying to
Right.
get everybody to get him there because he's the best.
Yeah.
Him and Nate. You know, they want, I don't know, you have to get, but the cushes of the world are going to go,
Yeah.
I want to go to Bob Dontino.
Bob.
He's a third, fourth rounder, but he's a magnet.
Yeah. That's the kind of guy you
Art,
want.
you know, he kind of says where we're going after. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, he
You
handles
get the
it.
text from Art, he goes, hey, we're coming to Red Rocks, but I think if they like you.
Yeah.
So we need to find that guy from Davidson at the end of the bench. I mean, I told
Or
Baycott,
UNC Charlotte.
your guy, I saw him at somewhere, and I said, hey, I'll give you $1,000 if you wear my sweatsuit out of a game in a Red Rocks hat.
Do you do it? He's probably he's like probably
no,
$1,000 is probably nothing to him.
Right, but I want the kid that would. Maybe
Yes.
Maybe like I don't know if they're allowed, whatever they're allowed. But if you could do like, you know, the guy walking out with my sweatsuit, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. You wanted like Baycott to sit in a post game press conference wearing your stuff.
Wherever they're allowed, right?
Yeah.
Maybe wear a table talk hat. Let's make that our goal.
All right, so
Chapper to get on, and let's make our
UNC
goal.
Charlotte, Davidson.
No, they wear a table talk hat, and if they do, if you get whoever gets it first gets. I'll tell you what I'll do right now.
Oh, here we go.
I mean, look, right
guy just
here.
got back from Cherokee
Look,
right here.
Look, let's go.
I mean, goodness gracious.
Yeah, we go.
See that? That's NIL funds right there.
Right there. So we'll give,
Yeah.
if we can get anybody from Davidson or UNCC, they wear a hat, Red Rocks or
And
table talk.
any guy, or you can't play in the game. You got to be at the end of the bench.
You got to be at least in the press conference. I mean,
Okay.
no, this is just for that. But I'm saying we'll get the end of the bench guy. Nate Connolly always says, "Oh, I'll get you on," and Nate said a lot of things like, "Oh, don't worry, I got this guy." Okay, well, yeah. I mean, you know that guy. He always says he'll get you some.
We did have the coach here. We had the UNC Charlotte coach. He can't lunch with us that one day. That was nice, but he's not the coach here anymore.
Yeah, that's bad too. I saw him at the game. He's so nice.
It
Will.
seemed like he didn't really have a grasp on NIL at the time, but that was
Well,
like
now
last.
they
That was a
fired
year
the
and a
other
half.
guy. The other guy I didn't like either. Did you see the coach? What's his name that got fired? Anybody know his name? The coach of the Carolina, UNCC, last coach football.
Oh yeah, Buzz.
What's his name? Yeah,
Bud-
he
Bud
wore
something.
that shirt.
Yeah.
I never liked his like he always wore a cut off
Yeah,
sweatshirt. I didn't think that really support. I don't know. I wouldn't let anybody do that.
Biff Poggi. Biff
Yeah,
Poggi.
I don't mind. Like look at that shirt right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
But like, why would you let like your employee wear that? Like.
Well, they fired him. Yeah, I think that might have been.
But
one
the
of
other coach was better for Red Rocks.
Will
he came
Haley?
all the time.
His name was Will Haley. He was
Yeah,
like a young guy.
He came all the time. I
Yeah.
like that guy.
All right, so we need to tell all the UNC Charlotte football, basketball, Davidson football, basketball. if you guys want some money, you just saw it. It's on the table.
Just
Come
a little
get
bit.
it.
Come get it.
Come get it. It's yours. You just got to.
But you got to bring the people in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
It's
like
a two-way
we want-
street here.
And Jessica make her bread.
Yeah, we'll make you bread, and we'll
And
get you one of these.
bread and honey. I never really had honey with this bread, but
Let me turn your
pretty
mic
good.
down. Hold on.
It's hold on. Hold on.
Hold on. I'm turning your mic down. Don't say anything. It's just me. Yeah, it's a good thing. You guys should be very happy right now as mic's turned down. The noises I'm hearing. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right, he's back.
But yeah, we can get it. We're gonna get a player. Maybe maybe Luka Doncic or whatever. How do you say his name?
Luka Doncic. But
Yeah,
what about Mark Williams? He could come. He's back.
No, I think the one I can get is Grant Williams, probably on this show.
Yeah, we'll get him. Let's go.
I mean, how
They-
about the
those
Hornets?
guys don't need
The
that
one thing about
money.
the Hornets I don't like, but I tell you this last game, they're all standing up.
Yeah,
They all,
you were talking about this last episode.
yeah, they like the game too much, man. They want to win. They're all standing around
No,
like
they
8 foot.
Well, I shouldn't say they don't.
What's that?
I was going to say the Hornets want to win.
No, they're winning with G League guys, but the G League guys, when they're winning, they want to win. Like it's their paycheck.
Yeah.
Like when you have what's his name? The game I
LaMelo
went
Ball?
to. No, they're Jokic. He was throwing the quarterback, Jokic. He was throwing the ball like 3/4 court out of bounds, threw it away, threw another one away. He can do anything he wants, right? But a G League guy, he's playing for a job.
Yeah.
And that's the big difference between basketball there. Like I agree with you about the NAL. That's what's going to happen. The guy's making $2 million, and all of a sudden he's having a bad game. He don't give a shit. He already got his $2 million.
I think that's what happened to R.J. Davis this year at Carolina. He was like
How much he get?
a lot, but he's.
Why don't you look that up?
Well, I don't think Carolina.
We need a guy to look
I've
this
looked
up.
into
How
it.
much did R.J. Davis
I've
get,
looked
Chris?
into it. Like Carolina doesn't disclose that stuff.
I bet you any money's disclosed. I think they have to. You want to put a little dollar bet on it? I bet you would know. Probably got $1 million. I bet $1 million.
No, I think he probably got like
625 in 2020.
R.J.
625.
But that was last year to come back for his last year.
Probably got $1 million.
I bet he
But
got.
just think about walking around at college with $1 million versus zero.
Right, but see, you run the risk of these guys not giving a shit.
No doubts.
So, I mean, that's-
and the other players hating you.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's like you watch some of these guys and you're like, he got his money and he's just, you got to have the right player, I guess. You got to have the right personality.
Well, you got to have the guy. You got to have the gold rolls. But you're right. You're going to pick a bad. Like, would you pick Embiid again? Like as an NBA center. Now that you know he's hurt, 20 games. Would you? He plays 20 games a year. Would you pick Joel Embiid if you knew what you knew now?
Probably. I mean, no, because didn't he get picked before Jason Tatum?
I'm not sure of the draft. I'm just saying, would you pick him if you knew he was hurt? Would
2.1
you?
million.
Huh?
RJ?
2.1.
2.1. So there you go. He went
got
from
2
625 to 2.1.
Oh, that was stupid. I mean, the kid's not. I mean, he don't even care.
But yes, clearly.
10th highest NIL.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the
Wow.
problem. And look what they got out of it. Almost a losing record.
I forgot to tell you, I have another story.
Oh, let's hear it.
I like to pivot a little bit. We're talking about basketball, but I watched The Landman. Have you watched it?
Yeah, I watched 2 episodes.
Oh my gosh, it might be the best show I've ever seen.
Really?
Ever. Like
I've had 2 episodes. It's pretty good.
I would watch the whole thing. He's funny. I mean, the wife making everybody. Did you see the one called Babes in Brew?
No.
When they go through the line.
No.
They got a hot girls in bikini. This is a true concept, by the way. In bikini, it's like a Hooters, and they serve your coffee. So there's a line out the Zawu. Did you ever hear the word Zawu?
No, I've heard Wazoo.
Yeah, it's not Zawu. So it's out the Zawu. And
All right.
if you have a chance, I'm telling Chris, do you watch Landman? I'm gonna tell you right now. I laughed. I watched
Billy
the
Bob
whole.
Thornton.
I watched the whole damn thing. I mean, in one like from 9 to like 1 a.m. It is so funny if you like to laugh. I laughed. One scene was the wife is hotter than hell too. I don't know who she is.
Yeah, it's his ex-wife, right?
She's smoking.
They go to the pool at the country club. Is that what
No, it was cooking dinner, and she was cooking Italian dinner, like salmon paella, and everybody has to eat out of the same bowl. And he just got done with work, and he's like, I don't care about, I just want a plate. So he goes outside, has this little fight with her, and he goes, I just want fried chicken. I just drove 6 hours. I don't need to have paella. I don't need to have exotic foods and deer and elk and all this crap you're making me. Just make me fried chicken. I'll be happy. And I just want that. And it was funny. It's spaghetti and meatballs. She's making she's being nice. You got to watch it.
Yeah. So, but the guy who makes that made Yellowstone in 1883 or whatever the hell this shit.
I would watch that.
Hey, you haven't watched Yellowstone?
I didn't watch the whole thing.
It's good. It's the same. It's the same writer,
Soap
producer.
opera.
Yeah, but it's the same guy who made those shows. He's made Landman now.
Yeah, I think Landman. It made me laugh, and I think that's important in life. And whoever did that did a great job.
Yeah.
'Cause I laughed by myself for a while.
His name's Taylor Sheridan. I think that's the creator's name. So he does.
How
a good
much
job.
NAL he get?
Probably a good amount. Yeah.
So
Probably plays football.
we got.
Well, I have one question before we sign off because we're coming off the Super Bowl. I want your 1 year out prediction. Super Bowl 60. Who's going to be in the Super Bowl? If you had to just guess 2 teams.
Buffalo,
You're going Buffalo?
Philly.
Buffalo versus Philly. Okay. I don't hate that.
I just
It's
think-
hard for teams to just do it
I
over
don't know
and
if
over.
their Lions come back. That Lions are really good. The coach won, and
I don't think Lions.
they get Brian. It depends who gets them. A lot of times you get, I don't know how many free agents they have. Who do you like?
I think I'm going to go Green Bay Packers versus the Baltimore Ravens.
The other thing
That's
is,
going to be my pick.
the other thing is, I forgot.
Bookmark that.
I forgot to bring up before we get off. But did I tell you how I started my morning?
Making your bed,
No,
brushing your teeth.
I've never made my bed.
I know,
I've
I
had,
know,
I've
I
had
know.
somebody make my bed for long years, but my card was frauded. My credit card. Right?
Uh-oh.
So they called me. It's First Citizens card. I haven't used this card in a year, but I have it. The last time I used it, one time I went to Cherokee and
Well, there you
I
go.
knew I got cash off the card. But no, the guy was at Robert Graham Sawgrass. Robert Graham Sawgrass. Robert Graham Sawgrass. Robert Graham Sawgrass. There's like 10 charges for 300, 200. So they called me up, and I know I wasn't in Sawgrass. I'm not there. And then, the lady goes, I don't know, do you have your card in possession? I'm like, well, I don't see it. I don't know if it's in the house or not. But, wonder how they do that.
So someone was at, first of all, what is Robert
Graham?
Robert Graham Sawgrass?
Well, first thing, Robert Graham. I knew you wouldn't know, obviously. $5 DraftKings player, but it's a shirt, Robert Graham, dude.
okay, the shirt. But what, at Sawgrass?
Robert Graham Sawgrass. I don't know what that means.
Sawgrass is in Florida.
Yeah, I've heard of Sawgrass, but what?
I don't know
like,
why.
what-
Maybe he bought it.
Like the mall.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe the mall. I
All
don't
right,
know
so
where it
he's at
was.
Robert
Oh, shit.
Graham, this guy, and he was able to buy shirt. Like he had 10
I don't know if he was
charges.
doing it online. He did something else too. I don't know how he was doing it.
They skim your car.
They skim your
They
card.
can't. I'll be honest with you. It would be really hard to skim that card. I
Oh,
haven't
it's
used
a
it.
Robert Graham outlet at Sawgrass Mills. That's an
First thing-
outlet store.
If they skim my card, I haven't used it in a year. I don't even use the card. I don't use it.
Did you find the card? Do you know where it is? Where's that?
No.
So you probably lost it at Cherokee.
No. I never had it in my wallet. Usually, I don't know. I saw this from Jordan, Denny's fiance. She had a book, all these gift cards and credit cards you don't use. They give me, and I'm like, what a brilliant idea! Like a card holder, business card holders.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't really want to look through that whole thing, but I have all in there. The card, I have
So what did you
just in case I ever go bankrupt, I'll start using all those cards.
Did you
25, 25, 25, 25.
I don't know, the way you've been hitting, blackjack, you'll be all right. Did you dispute the charge? They wipe
They
them out?
called me up and said, and then I called the other lady.
Wow.
I had 2 weird things. So yesterday, there's another weird thing. So my Blue Cross Blue Shield, my accountant said, you haven't paid it in 3 months. I'm like, there's no way. I paid all the time. I called them up, and they said I had a $12,000 credit.
Credit?
Credit.
So what happened?
I have no. I said. She said, "Well, it happened a couple years ago. We just figured it out." And I'm like, "Well, okay." So I don't have to pay my Blue Cross for a year.
Man, you got to stay on top of these things, Ron.
I need a wife. 1-800-MaryRon.com.
Hey, if you're in search for Valentines, here's your guy right here.
Yeah, I'll send
It's
you
not
some
too late.
flowers.
It's not too late. Put your address in the chat.
You think
He'll show up at your door with flowers.
Do you think any of my hoop group friends, Kush, I think he's got a girlfriend. I'll buy her something.
Yeah.
We should have had Kush on to ask him what he's going to buy
We need to have Kush on before
What
the
did
draft.
Did you get anything, or do you?
I went for Jessica. I
Jessica,
got the girl that just made you bread.
Yes.
Yeah, we got her
You
dinner.
you don't
We
have
got
to tell.
her.
You don't have to tell you got her anything.
No,
You
we
don't
got
have
dinner. We got flowers. We did the whole. We
to.
went to
I'll
the
give you a
we
Red
shopped at
Rocks.
the mall.
I'll give you a Red Rocks gift card for it if you want.
Yeah, don't say it on air. Don't say it on air. She might be listening. Just hand it over, and then I'll take her to Red Rocks. No, we went shopping. We did the staycation. We did the whole thing. So.
I think Valentine's Day when you're married is different than if you're trying to keep it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You know what I mean? If I
It's a different
called,
situation.
like when I used to, I always like sending people something though. Like even people, like I always thought my will when I die, I want to send everybody I ever dated like $500, just so they
nice.
get it and can have an argument with them. Well, why is he sending that? Did you know what I mean?
So how much? That's like you'd be up to like $3,000. So what are you gonna do with the rest of your money?
The best I had was a girl I met when I was Jennifer Welch. I always talk about her.
Shout out Jennifer.
I don't know where you're at now, but
Hope you're doing good. You're gonna get $500 one day.
I dated her 30 years ago, and I have that monkey upstairs. You ever see the monkey upstairs in my room?
No.
Well, she won the Miss Washington contest, whatever. She was hot, and and she brought back that monkey, and it's still upstairs. Like 20, it's never been washed either, so I wouldn't get near it.
Why? What y'all do with a monkey?
Oh no!
What
It's
is it?
sitting up
That
there.
monkey's seen some things.
If you ever get upstairs, you get to see the monkey. Yeah. Well,
Well, all right. Valentine's Day's coming up. If you haven't booked your reservation, you're probably
And-
SOL, like we said.
We got some-
If not, call Ron. You
look
can
at
go
the
to Ron.
gifts. We got
We got
cookies.
gifts.
Thanks, Chris Scott. We got some
Shout out Chris Scott.
chocolate covered strawberries.
We've got some great drinks on the menu.
Did you notice something though that I don't know? We have to teach Brent, because sugar gets you candy.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean by that. If you
Yeah.
give somebody a penny, it might get you 100.
Yes.
But you notice Brent didn't bring one damn thing, and I pay him.
Well, look.
lot of
I
money.
mean, to be fair, he brought the camera, the light, the laptop.
I know, but we want like I think gifts. I think gifts are important.
I have something big
Yeah.
for you.
See, you don't count your chickens before they hatch, Ron.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not. It's only February 11th, my friend.
But we want to always give. You always want to give, and if you give a little, like I had the extra ticket to Super Bowl, I gave it to the guy. This guy who works, I didn't know the guy really, but I knew he was a nice guy, has a business in Greensboro, and now he's going to do a big party at Red Rocks. Didn't know the guy, but I had one extra seat because Tuttle didn't come, and I gave it to him. And I think sugar gets you candy.
Yeah. Well,
So maybe on
May-
Valentine's Day,
I
that
would
might be
I
a
would
new
say
thing.
that after February 14th, maybe. Like, just give them some time. It's not over. You never
figure
know.
out.
You never know.
I know. I just want to. I got bread and honey. I never had. So
Yeah, it's good.
On that note, you can sign us off.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have a happy Valentine's
Come to
Day.
Red Rocks. Red Rocks. Red
Red
Rocks. Red Rocks.
Locally owned.
Locally owned
See
by
you
Ron
guys.
Herbert and John Love. 2 locations.
2 locations.
One in South Park and one in Birkdale.
Right here.
Right here.
See ya.
See you later.